Burke has a man in motion, 14, as he passes the quarterback, right up the middle, right at the new linebacker, and Albert wraps him up for the tackle. Gain of about 3 yards maybe, though, 3 or 4 yards, but nice stop there by Albert.
He wrapped. That's a good thing on your defense. You got to wrap your breakdown and wrap.
That's what you got to do. Everyone try to make the big hit up top, and that's when the guys can bounce right off you. You want to wrap up the legs. They can't go anywhere if their legs aren't moving. So it's going to be, what is it, 3rd down, and it looks like to be about 4 yards, maybe 5, 4.5, with about 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. They break huddle, line up. One wide out on the right, one on the left. Pitch back, shotgun handed to the outside, and the guy looked like he was brought down about the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Looks like someone out there lost a sneaker, or a cleat, it looks like, for the Blue Devils. I'll put your shoe on quick.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 4th down and about 5. Now, whether they punt or whether they go for it, I don't know right here, because it's not like it's a big deficit here for the Blue Devils. And if they got possession there, it might be what they need. But Burke does know that their starting quarterback is down right now and out. And looks like the referee is calling their own timeout for the shoe that was removed during the last play. Or tripped out of, or run out of, or however it got taken off. So 4th down and 5. I guess it's good to see whether they got their kicker in the game. The kicker is number 13, Andrew Nutt. And it does not look like he's in the game, so it looks like they're going for it on 4th and 5. It's a big call here by the coach. Passes out. Oh, my God, no one covering him. Caught it. Still running. Nice spin move. Wrapped up there down at about the 10-yard line. All right. So we have 3 minutes and 38 seconds, 37 seconds to go here. And I've got to hand this off to Mr. Buckler for a second. I've got to go take care of some technical difficulties.
All right, this is Mr. Buckler joining you on 17.9 WELV on Channel 20. As Coleman attacks. Nice run. Tackle by the 7 for Ellenville. Burke Catholic, not Coleman Catholic. They're both Catholic schools. You should have corrected me there.
I should have.
All right, so this game is being simulcast for you with coverage from myself, Mr. Buckler, while Mr. Lukaseski takes a quick break. And my co-commentator today is also taking a quick break off the mic. So we've got 2 minutes, 48 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. And possession is in the hands of Coleman, Burke Catholic. I'm not going to remember that. All right, and there's a flag down, I think.
Yes, there is a flag.
And I can give a shout out to our technical crew this evening. They've done a fantastic job all evening. Farwa, who has had to leave us, but she was working earlier. Talia, Jason, and Alfonso, sorry. And obviously yourself, sir. What's your name? George, my co-commentator this evening, and Mr. L's co-commentator. You're making your debut on WLV tonight, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if we like what you do, then you can obviously do every football game.
All right. I had a few mistakes here and there, but first time.
Hey, I called him Coleman twice. So we have a stop in the play here, and looks like a substitution that might be being made by Burke. And 2:12 to go here. Ellenville down by 7. They're almost down by 14, or at least by 13, as There was a touchdown made earlier in the game, but it didn't count thanks to the flag, right? So Ellenville's lucky right there that they're not down by 2 scores. They're only down by 7 with a quarter plus 2 minutes 12 to go here, but they don't look like the more dominant team. So far, I've been watching the game upstairs in the video booth, and they've looked like the lesser of the 2 teams, sad to say. I am a Blue Devil fan, but the ball most of the time has been down
towards Burke's side.
That's right. Burke's been looking more likely to score, as they are attacking right now, and they're only about 2nd down, and they're on about the 30. Not even that. Without my glasses, I am having a hard time, so I will put those on. And everything will become clear. All right, so here we go. Burke has possession. As a long throw through the posts. He threw it through the goalposts.
Yeah.
Sadly, there's no score for that. So it's a high throw over the top of the soccer goal pretty much. So incomplete pass, 3rd down. 2:06 to go here. You have the Burke roster sheet there?
Yes, I do.
Let's have a look at that. No, let's split these up. All right, the number 4 runs across the back. Thrown to the 2, hands it off, drops it. Oh, and almost stolen back there. Number 2, Robert Pizzulo. And there's almost a drop there, almost a fumble, in fact. He passed it back to Robert Pizzulo. And he dropped it and almost fumbled it, but they were able to regather possession, so Ellenville wasn't able to take advantage of that. But they did push him back a few yards here now to a 4th down, so they did lose some yardage there, Burke.
So it'll be Burke's call to go for it, or field goal, or even punt.
Well, they might punt for the field goal, or try to sneak a 4th down touchdown. But they'll probably go for the punt here. They go for the field goal. And I think that's good right there. Good. That'll be 3 points on the board for Burke Catholic. A great kick. And did you see the number who made it?
No, I did not actually.
Well, if it was 25, it was Steve Tomaszewski, but it might not have been him. But it might have been him. I couldn't see the number. So I think that'll be 10 points to Burke, Ellenville 0. As it's not looking pretty here. Coach Connor there we see on our screens on Channel 20 has his work cut out now. He is the offensive coach, I think. He'll be giving his instructions to our Blue Devil boys, trying to give them some advice on how to get back into this game. You can just see Coach Borriello on the bottom of your screen there.
And Coach Westbrook.
And Coach Westbrook, too. That's right, in the blue. But Ellenville has their work cut out for them today. Down by 10 points. 1 minute 14 to go here in a home game under the lights, and the home crowd, they're fairly vocal. There's quite a few people out here tonight cheering on the Blue Devils. There's quite a few people cheering on Burke too, and
especially their cheerleading team.
Yeah, they're accompanied by cheerleaders and a mascot, so congrats. And look, cheerleader doing a cartwheel right there.
Yeah,
and there you go, they're doing some moves right now. All right. If you know your cheerleading moves, then you probably know what they're doing. I don't know the names for these moves, but hey, looks good.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, fair play and good job to Burke for bringing cheerleaders on a mascot and quite a few fans down for this game. It looks, well, at the moment, like it's going to be
kicked by number 13 for Burke, who is Andrew Nutt.
Ellenville tries to sneak through. Stopped by the 25. 25 shoves him to the ground. That's Steve Tomaszewski shoves the 21 to the ground. 21 for Ellenville would be Justin Fahrenkopf. So Fahrenkopf slammed down there by Tomaszewski for Burke. But it was a decent effort there. The Ellenville showed some spirit, showed some attacking guile, and I think gained a few yards. They're back to a first down here. As I found out earlier, this is Ellenville's second game of the season. They lost their first game, I believe. So they're 0-1 for the season. So
Wasn't the first game of scrimmage, though?
It may have been. It may not have been a league game on the count. Oh, the 7 is brought
Fumble.
down and fumbled. He was kind of sacked and a fumble at the same time there. Number 7 for Ellenville brought down. That'd be Tyler O'Brien. Was dragged down to the ground, and as he was being pulled down, the ball slipped up out of his hands and then bounced free, and it was recovered by Burke. So that is I want to say a change of possession right there.
I don't think so, actually.
No? They got it back. Oh,
Yeah.
Ellenville did get it back. So no change of possession, which would make sense because we didn't see a changeover of teams. Good eyes, good note, good stuff.
Yeah.
But that was a lucky escape for Ellenville. Second down now.
See if Ellenville can do a change on offense this time.
Right, it looks like maybe
Timeout?
a timeout call by Coleman. Burke.
No, it was by Ellenville.
It was by Ellenville? Look at you, paying real attention here. I like this. I like this. We see our cheerleaders again in our camera shot. We can just about hear them. You probably can't hear them on the TV or radio, but I can just about hear them. So timeout called by Ellenville. Still 10 points down here. Very close to the end of our third quarter. 26 seconds approximately to go. Or exactly to go, I guess. It's the scoreboard. And the clock has stopped.
Do you want to find me a replacement?
I might ask my co-commentator to go and hop on a camera just for a few moments, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. To keep our crew and our cameras fully manned. And then when Mr. Lou Kozeski comes back, we'll be rejoined by our co-commentator. So Ellenville players go back out to the field. Ellenville has their work to do this evening.
Boy, Mr. Boy.
And a shout out to former student Carissa for helping us out on cameras in the past quarter. Kudos to you, Carissa.
Kudos to me.
As we're about to get underway here, under the lights here at the Ellenville Football Field, located at the Ellenville track. Not looking too pretty if you're a Blue Devil fan at the moment, but they have time to come back. Have a whole quarter, plus the rest of this one. And number 10 makes the throw. It's low. It bounces up. And that is incomplete pass for Ellenville. Throw by number 10, Kyle Connor. But it wasn't the most, didn't have too much height on the throw. And it wasn't really, to my knowledge, to my eyes, wasn't that close to any of our guys. So incomplete pass, Ellenville. 10 runs back out onto the field. With maybe some new instructions. 21 seconds to go here. Third down. Ellenville still back in their own half by about the 30-yard line, almost not exactly by the 30. Well, the ball is on the 30-yard line. Ellenville third down. Got to make this count if they want to get back into this game. Snaps back, deep throw. Oh, and intercepted by the 5 for Burke. And the 5 makes some good yards, gets to the Ellenville 40. He received it on his own 40, made 20 yards to Ellenville's 40. That'll be the number 5, Jake Morgenstein. Let's see if we can get a close-up of our number 5 for Burke there as he leaves the field. Can we show the 5 on Channel 20 maybe? Camera guys upstairs? No? Maybe not. I know they can hear me, but they can't ignore me too. So Jake Morgenstein, number 5, with the interception for Burke Catholic High School. And that will change the possession around on the Ellenville 40. So Ellenville loses possession yet again on an interception.
All right.
And we're joined now by Mr. Lou Kozeski.
I'm back.
He's back in the game.
All right, here we go. So what happened since I've gone?
Well, it was a third down for Ellenville. A long pass was intercepted by number 5, Morgenstein, for Burke, and they now have possession on Ellenville's 40.
All right. I'm doing a wide out, number 25. Gets about looks like about a 6-yard gain. It's hard to tell where he goes out of bounds.
And that is time on the third quarter.
End of the third quarter with Ellenville losing by 10 to Burke Catholic here.
All right, and I will go and get our student co-commentator back on the microphone.
All right, and I'll be here.
If you're not going anywhere, Mr. L.
No, I'm fine right now. We're good to go. And I'm just going to try to find my messages here. I don't know where they went. Here we go. We're going to talk about the Ellenville Regional Hospital will be providing free sharps collections on Tuesday, September 20th from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. The sharps must be in an appropriate puncture-proof container. In addition, the hospital will distribute free sharps containers to replace the used ones that they accept. For questions on the sharps collection, please call 647-6400, extension 350. That's 647-6400, extension 350. So
And I am back, actually.
yes, you are. But we switched headsets, so you turned up the wrong one.
My fault.
So when this line goes red, I'm doing a little teaching here right now. When that line goes red, it's too high. So you
All
got to
right.
keep it so it's still going green, but you don't want to hit red unless you yell on a great play. That
All
was
right.
incredible. And then it can go red a little bit. But,
All right.
All right, so we're back. Again, we switched ends of the field. Looks like Burke is on the Ellenville 35-yard line, looking to push ahead and score. And let's see, before we get started, we're going to remind everybody tomorrow night about the 9/11 Remembrance Memorial going on tomorrow. It's going to start at 6 p.m. at the Hunt Memorial Building. They're going to unveil a memorial stone in Liberty Square. Again, 6 p.m. is the start. They're asking anyone who attends to bring a candle. And for further information, call 647-5571 and leave a message. That's 647-5571. And there will be a band to entertain all who attend the farmers market tomorrow morning from 10 to 2, and that'll be Jason Broom's band, Tallulah, and they play a Americana music that has a universal appeal to all. But we start the fourth quarter here. The quick handoff, number 4 trying to go around the corner and wrapped up by the defense. Maybe about a 3-4 yard gain. I don't think he made it to the first down. Again, it's just hard to see from our vantage point here, though. And showing off my multi-talented students, like George here, can go from being commentating and up to be a cameraman. So that's nice to see. And you've only been going for 3 days in the class so far, right?
Yeah. I have, actually.
But you see everything that goes into doing a production like this, and the whole setup from before the game to post-production after the game, as we edit it and get it ready to re-air over and over again on the television.
How many times approximately does it re-air?
We'll try to get it back on again probably on Monday. We'll try to edit it, get it on by either late Monday or sometime on Tuesday, and we'll air it for the next week or so until.
Run by Burke's number 3.
Yeah, still on his feet. Finally dragged down. One thing good about the Burke players I've seen is they just keep their legs churning, what you're told to do in football. You keep your legs moving, and that means they don't get you wrapped up. You should keep
Patrick
going.
Joyner.
And he definitely looks like he got much more than the first down there. Looks like they're going to be first and 10 from the. I'm trying to find a line. Looks like it's from about the 12, 13 yard line, maybe 14 yard line. We need to get this tower about another 50 feet higher in the air so we can have an aerial view of the field.
I don't think that's going to happen, Mr. L.
No, it's not. But hey, a man can dream, can't he?
I guess.
We could put a booth up by the lights up there. That'd be a nice view of the field.
It would.
Or just get a camera up there so we can see it anyway. Anyway, Burke pushes up the middle. He breaks through the middle, stiff arms Fahrenkopf, and going to make it around for a touchdown.
Touchdown Burke by number 4.
Yep.
Which is Matt Press, team captain, at the height of 5'9" and the weight of 180 pounds.
That was a nice play. He busted it up the middle, got a hole to the left, and just had to beat Fahrenkopf, who was trying to bring him down, but again, trying for a higher tackle, and he got stiff-armed and knocked down and got busted through. So it'll be a 16-0 lead, looking to make it 17 here with another extra point. Number 13, Andrew Nutt, is back for the kick. Up, and it is good. So even all the mistakes Burke has made, they've been able to capitalize with their offense tonight. Ellenville's offense actually taking a hit with Borriello going down with the injury twice, actually. And still sidelined right now for the end of the game. But again, it's not worth risking an injury right now just for the game here today. So it's good to see Borriello on the sideline.
He did his job for like, what,
resting
2.5 quarters?
Yeah. And I'm sure he'd still be doing it if he could, but, you know, injuries prevent that.
No, it was about 3, actually.
Yeah. So it is a 17-0 lead now for the Eagles of Burke. And Ellenville will be receiving a kickoff again with 10 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter in the game. And it's not looking good for Ellenville right now. But with anything, you just want to see spurts of positive anyway to take forward to next week in the practice, to take to next week's game. And again, it's not over till it's over. And let's hope Ellenville can get something started right now. Burke hustles out to set up for their for the kickoff. Nutt again will be kicking off. He is both their kicker and their punter. That kickoff, that's for field goals, extra points, punting, whatever, anything that needs to be kicked, he does it. Again, pacing out his steps. Here they go. Real quick setup. Low kick. Right to number 21, Fahrenkopf, who takes it right up the middle. Nice return. Back to the 50-yard line.
That was a nice run by Justin Fahrenkopf.
Right on the 50-yard line. Again, there it is, making something happen. I want to see him pull his pole out and do a pole vault over the whole defense, you know, into the end zone. Very nice return by Fahrenkopf.
That was
being complimented there by Coach Borriello and being sent right back out for offense. So it's like, okay, you had a breath, good, get back out there.
that's how it's got to do in football.
Yep.
Any sport, really.
10 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Well, that's why I always like basketball, because you never switch between offense and defense. It's up and down the court. You got to play both. You know, it's not, football, you can be an offensive player or a defensive player. I
Play basketball, Mr. L?
I always like the sports that went back and forth.
You play basketball?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Traveled around the world. Played about 38 countries in 48 states. I did a little bit of basketball, yeah. 220 games a year I played.
A lot of games.
Yeah. Well, Blue Devils head back. 10, Connor back for nothing there.
Try to gain some yards with that run.
Out of bounds, and he ends up losing a few yards. Almost makes it back to the line of scrimmage. But ridden down like a rodeo, ridden down by a couple Burke players, right out of bounds. Right there, he's got to learn to dump that pass off so there's no loss. Just throw it into the direction of a receiver.
Yeah, it's not intentional groundings, but
yep. What does it mean? Just throw it in the direction of a receiver where it can't be intercepted.
Yeah.
He also needs the offensive line to hold them back too, so they have a chance to
actually make a play.
Yeah, it's tough. I've been on teams like that too, where you drop back to do your a 3-step drop back or a 5-step drop back, and by the time you turn around to look for your receiver, the defense is already on you because somebody missed a blocking assignment.
Going in shotgun?
Yep. Back into the shotgun. There's the pass right there to
Number 5.
That's Candelario.
Yeah.
Mark Candelario looking for the reception, but almost intercepted. Luckily, Candelario got a hand in there to prevent the interception. And again, when you're going with a second-string quarterback, you're not used to seeing him a lot, so it's tough for the receivers. It's tough for him to time the run, time the receivers.
The receivers can get used to first-string quarterbacks' throws.
Yeah.
And then his throws can be less powerful or more powerful.
And like I said at the beginning of the game, with the weather playing havoc on the season, they've had a lot of practices canceled. They haven't been able to, the team's not where it should be at this point of the year already because of all the missed practices. And that's just Mother Nature. It's the only one you can blame for that is Mother Nature. So And she doesn't want to hear it, so. But Connor's in the second again. Throwing it out there to
Burke.
Burke.
Burke's number 3, which
to,
is Patrick Joyner again. With the flag on the play.
Yeah, fly back here. Not sure what happened there. Could have been a. But yes, another interception with 9 minutes and 39 seconds to go here, and it just looks like right now it looks like Burke's just starting to pull away. The Ellenville's just taking too many lumps today so far. It looks like, and Burke with a much bigger senior pool of players, a little more leadership there. Looks like a illegal block there on Burke, so they're going to be knocked back. It looks like.
So Ellenville still has the possession of the ball.
No, I think it happened after the interception, didn't it? Blocking the back, yeah, it was after the interception. So Burke has the ball. They're just going to have to go first and 15 now, or is it first and 10? Where they put it? It should be. Why aren't the linemen? What are the linemen doing? Well, the linemen don't know where to set up. Look. They're doing first and 10? Is that right? That's a little weird. I would think that it would be it's not really much of a penalty. I mean, the ball's brought back, but they don't have to go any further for a first down.
Burke ran that play. Number 4 is Matt Press, team captain.
Well, you got a first down now anyway, so it's going to be a first and 10 from the Burke 43-yard line, it looks like. I just know it's hard. The rules change from level to level in football like any other sport, so you got to make sure you know what rules are in play in the night of the game, whatever game you're watching, whether it's college, professional, or high school.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, that's going to be illegal motion on the offense. That was obvious. So he's going to be set back.
What is that, 5 or 10 there, Dan?
That's a
5-yard loss.
Yeah. So it'll be first and 15 now. From the from the Burke 43-yard line. We have 9 minutes and 4 seconds to go with the clock ticking here. Left in the game. The crowd is still here supporting the Blue Devils. Burke's even got a nice small crowd over there. They got the cheerleading team here tonight. And everyone out here enjoying a nice game of football.
They even have a mascot too, though.
Yep, they got their Eagle mascot. Quick handoff right up the gut, as they say, and gets them back to about the line of scrimmage. It looks like this will be second and 10 for the Eagles. I thought it was almost a misplay, but it looked like it was set up that way. The guy in motion didn't look like he had timed it right, but maybe it was meant to look that way because they got 5 yards out of it.
Yeah.
I want to thank again the students and Mr. Buckler upstairs doing the video portion of this and getting it ready for television. It's going out live tonight, and it will be edited and shortened. Taking a halftime break and stuff out of there, and maybe some of the injury timeouts we can take out of there and edit it for replay. And we also like to archive these games, so students, we take requests from the other teams also if they need copies of the games for scouting purposes or for highlight films for possible colleges to look at them. And students like yourself will learn how to make videos and highlight videos for students and help send them out to college coaches who request them.
And graphics too.
Graphics and audio, video, everything. We try to incorporate all the any class that I teach. I try to incorporate it into furthering education and furthering the students' progress. Oh, look at that big sack back there. And that's gonna be a third down and about 20 now. Nice defensive play by number 78. And hopefully by the next second game or two, I will have them. I have the wrong roster out here now.
Number 78, I believe, is Kyle Cox.
Is it? Nope, it's Dominic Cava.
Cabo.
All right, and that was a great sack, great rushing of the passer there, and positive result for the Blue Devils. It's going to be 4th down and about 20, and looks like Burke will be kicking from their 38-yard line, which pushes the kicker back to about the 30-yard line. Clock's been stopped here. I'm not sure why. Timeout called, or Burke called a timeout. All right, there we go. Timeout Burke with 4th down and looks like about 18. A little less than 20.
On your screen now, you can see Coach Connor and Coach Borriello talk to his defensive team.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach Borriello is the head coach, but he's also the defensive coach, with Coach Connor being the offensive coach and the first assistant. We got Coach Westbrook out there. And who are we missing tonight?
Kavanaugh.
Coach Kavanaugh, that's it. With a prior engagement. He would have been here last night if the game were to go on the schedule. Just like we're missing assistant principal Dodonna tonight. He was going to come. He was actually wanted to do a little play-by-play on the air tonight with us. But again, when the dates change, sometimes you've already got prior engagements you can't relinquish. So I'm sure he'll definitely be here for the next home game. And here we go. They're going to be kicking off, which sets the kicker back to about their own 27-yard line. Low kick. Kick gets off, and again, positive results for Burke. Goes back to about the 15-yard line of Ellenville. And again, it bounced probably another 15 yards. It bounced 15 yards. They would have had it at the 30 if they could have got under it to catch it. But again, nice placement by the kicker. So always got to give credit where credit is due. And we have 6.5 minutes exactly to go here in the 4th quarter.
With Burke at 17 and Ellenville at 0.
And one thing I did not get prior to game, because I could not track down Mrs. Borriello, to get a copy of the schedule when their next home game is. I know they'll definitely have a game next week, but I'm not sure if it's home or not. Again, we try to cover all home games when we can. Again, due to cancellations, sometimes it makes it hard, but we made it tonight, which is nice to see. And we have... Again, we missed a soccer game that was supposed to be under the lights on Thursday. Hopefully that'll be made up soon. And Ellenville takes the hike and pushes it up for not much of a gain there. It looks like maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That was number 10. No, number 10. That kind of the quarterback handed it off to, it looks like Eccles, number 31.
Actually.
And
I think they're behind the line of scrimmage by
Oh, that's why he's been setting up the whole game when they're right on. They don't put it right on top of each other. I don't think he moved it really. Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he did? Okay, I'm sorry. I was too busy watching him play. But we got about just under 6 minutes to go now. 17-0 deficit for the Blue Devils. And Connor steps behind center. Takes the fakes the pass. I even followed him, and we got
Tyler O'Brien running with the play and now brought down.
Wide outside to the left there, going to the far side of the field away from us. And it looks like, you're right, he moves it to the other side of the line. So it's 3rd and 9.5, it looks like. And we have, see, Mark Candelares in there. Looking maybe get a pass out to him again. He's a nice big target to have, but again, Burke's got some nice compliments to that. They have a 6'6" player also and a 6'5" player.
There's your offensive huddle, and now you have your defense on the line.
And you're trying to call it by watching the monitor?
I'm watching that.
That's the monitor, yeah. And here we go. Connor behind center. Looks like 3rd and about 10, let's say. He's got out for the pass. Puts it up. Deflected by number 87 for Burke, but it is just an incomplete pass.
Matt Gallard.
I'm sorry, who was that?
Matt Gallard.
All right. Yep, 6'3", 200 pounds. Big body there, big, long, lanky body. There to get his hands up to block it on the, looks like much shorter Connor. I guess Connor must be going about 5'9", 5'10", I'm guessing, at quarterback, which is hard to see over your line and also to see over a 6'3" defenseman. But definitely seen some positives out here tonight so far for the Blue Devils to start off their season. Again, they always like to start it off with a win, like they've done for the last few years. And actually, with a loss tonight, it'll be their first loss under the lights since the lights have been installed 5 years ago. Uh-oh. And it was a missed snap by the Blue Devils. Number 34 did not receive that's Ethan Lonstein, did not receive the snap, or he lost it, and he dropped it, tried to pick it up and kick it, but by that time the defense was in there, and another Blue Devil fell on it. But it's going to be first and goal, I think, for the Eagles of Burke now from about the 4-yard line. So definitely not a good play for the Blue Devils.
Nah.
Hoping to get a kickoff and just hold them off. No more scoring for the rest of the game. And 4 yards, it's not much for Burke to do right now.
With 4 minutes and
hands it up to Gus, number 4.
35 in the game.
And gets a gain of about maybe 3, it looks like, maybe 2. So it's going to be second and 2 or 3 now for Burke. But again, there's not much Burke can do. They got to keep the game going themselves. So that was like a gift for them right there. But hopefully next week, I haven't seen the weather yet, but hopefully the Blue Devils will be able to get a full week of practices in before the next game, and iron out a few of these wrinkles they've had today. Hopefully Borriello gets some time to rest, get his leg back into it, and that'll be another touchdown right there by number 33 that's Christian Ward. He's a senior, 5'11", 210-pound running back. He's had a lot of possessions today, running it up the gut mostly for 3, 4, and 5 yard gains each time. And there's one touchdown to add to his stat.
23 Burke, 0 for Ellenville.
And they'll be looking to add one more point to that now with another extra point.
With 3 minutes and 51 seconds on the clock.
Yes, there is. So Ellenville will get possession one more time.
And the field goal is good.
No, that's called an extra point.
Oh,
field goal is worth 3 points.
Yeah.
Extra point is good.
Attempt.
And that does bring the score up 24-0. And something Ellenville does not like to see is a big goose egg on the board for their score. Because again, it's hard to win when you're not scoring any points. And that goes true for any sport. No one's ever won with a score of 0. So Ellenville hustles out to receive again. Burke will hustle out now for one more kickoff. Looking over, their cheerleading team's pretty big too. It looks like they got about 20 girls on their cheerleading squad, plus their mascot. Nice support by the Burke Catholic team. And again, nice fan support from both teams here tonight. Again, most of the fans still here. A few of them have been filtering out over the last few minutes, but good. I'd say 80% of the fans are still here for the Blue Devils. Nice hometown support here. And hopefully the rest of them are home or listening to it on the radio on their way home, or they're home watching it in the comfort of their own lazy boy or couch or bed or wherever they might be watching it. And here goes the kickoff. It's a good boot on it, right to Fahrenkopf again. Fahrenkopf gets it. Again, running right up the gut again. And not bad again. Probably about another 15, 20-yard return. Brings it out to the Blue Devil 38-yard line. Looks like he caught it about the 20, maybe the 15-yard line. So 20 to 25-yard return there. And they have 3 minutes and 43 seconds to try to make something happen here for the Blue Devils. Referee's talking over the ball, blows the whistle to start the play here. Blue Devils not spread out very much at all here. Very tight formation. Gives it to number 7, Tyler O'Brien, up the middle. Here he goes. A gain of about 8. Looks like a gain of about 8 right there. Nice recognition of the hole. He cut one way and had to back up and go the other way there for a nice positive gain there. It's going to be second and about 2 for the Blue Devils with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go as the clock runs down. And again, lined up tight again here with Eccles now deep in the looks like a T formation. Going up the left side. Gets the first down to the Burke 45. So I think that's two of the biggest gains I've seen positive for the Blue Devils. Might even be their first down.
I think it actually
today.
is.
It might be. I'm not sure. I mean, it's just, again, 2 nicely run plays right there from the Blue Devils. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go here. Hopefully they can plug along and get that goose egg off the board.
At least it won't be a blowout. There is like some score.
Again, lined up tight again. Another handoff now to Eccles again, going on the right side, looking to get on the outside. Nothing there. Tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Is a penalty.
Flag.
It looks like a flag on the play there. Right after the play, it seemed like, thrown after the play. Nice show of sportsmanship there by number 39 of the Blue Devils, helping up the player that looked like he was down for Burke. That is Gary Gata. Did not see what the call was. Looks like it's holding on the offense, though. It's going to pull him back and make it 1st and 15. Or 1st and 20. 1st and 20, that's what it was. I'll be caught up with all this for the next game. Dan's over here laughing at me. So who's that? Number 39, Gary Gady comes out of the game. Blue Devils line up here again, tight, looking to punch it up again, it looks like. Quick handoff. About a 4-yard gain there, it looks like.
Yeah.
Gonna be 2nd and 16 maybe for the Blue Devils, but it's just under 2 minutes to go here. Clock is running. Two wideouts on the left. Connors takes the snap. Handoff to O'Brien. Still on his feet. Gets going on the outside for it could be a big gain here. There goes the goose. Still in it down to not touchdown Ellenville. No flags. Look at no flags on the play. Now there's a flag. I hope that's not bringing anything back. There's going to be some sort of and there's a flag on the play. The score looks like the score does count. I'm not sure what his play. He called a flag, but that was well after the play. I'm not sure what that call was. Guess we got to wait to see what the umpire calls. Dan, we got to get a mic on these guys, Dan. The NFL, so we can hear what's going on. Mic them up. What happened there? I'm not sure what the call was because the flag came out well after the touchdown was called. But Borello's not happy with what's being said out there right now.
Not at all.
Good touchdown, okay. Unsportsmanlike conduct? Will it take place on a kickoff? Unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm thinking the player must have said something because I saw him walk by the umpire, and that's when the referee threw it. But it wasn't a collision or any kind of, not even a Burke player in sight. So maybe something was just said or something while passing the referee, and the referee didn't like it. I'm not sure. I'll have to go to the replay when I edit it and see what happened there. Coach Borriello's trying to figure out what's going on now too, and he's not happy with whatever's being said. Look at, see, not very happy at all with the explanation. So I'll see him on Monday. He'll let me know. Maybe I'll see him after the game.
Now Coach Connor is getting kind of pointing
not happy
fingers.
At all. Not very happy at all. A minute and 10 seconds to go in the game. I was watching when I saw him throw it. There was nothing going on around it, so I don't know what happened there. But looks like it was taken on the. It'll be taken on the kickoff, I guess. And umpire didn't have the ball on the field. There we go. He
threw it off.
He got flustered by the by Coach Connors and Coach Borriello disagreeing with whatever he was saying. Threw the ball off the field before the extra point was attempted. Looks like they're going to go for two, actually, because I think Borriello is their extra point kicker. Looks like they're going to go for two here. Rolling out, pass to the corner of the end zone. In and out of Ferenkoff's hands. He's had his hand upset. He did not catch it. Nice pass by Connor. Just did not corral the ball. So Ellenville does take the goose egg off the scoreboard with a touchdown there, making the score 24-6 with a minute and 10 go here in the game. And Ellenville go off for a kickoff. So very nice possession. One positive way to end the game for the Blue Devils anyway. Very nice. Nice offensive possession for them. Great run by O'Brien.
That was a very good run, all the way up the sideline.
I'm not sure who their backup kickoff kicker is right now. Because I know, again, Borriello is a lot of key positions for the Blue Devils. But we'll see. Coach Connor's in there coaching them for the last minute and 10 seconds to go here. I mean, I'm guessing Burke's not going to try to score or anything. I'm guessing they would just try to run the clock out once they do receive the ball. And that's usually just an unspoken sportsmanship of the game right there. I mean, they've got a 18-point lead with a minute to go. All they got to do is hold the ball and run out the clock. And if something were to be attempted, that's when those things are not forgotten in years to come, as they say. And looks like the referee's trying to make up with the coaches over here now. Trying to give an alternate explanation, maybe.
Wording it differently?
Maybe, I don't know. But either way, we have a minute and 10 seconds to go here. Ellenville is the kickoff, and it was not to take away from an awesome run by Tyler O'Brien. It had to be about a 50-yard run at least, I think. I'm not sure where they took off from there. I think if the lineman is still there, it must have been a 45-yard.
Flag. On the coach?
I'm not sure who it is. I saw number 72 just hit his helmet. What's going on here?
Coach Connor.
Okay. No, looks like Coach Connor's been ejected. He's still not happy with the call before, I guess. And I guess I'll have to get the call from the game later, I guess. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this. But I don't know. Coach Borriello, I'm trying to get an explanation now from the umpire.
This is very interesting for high school football.
Yeah, well, again, we got to just stick with the pause that we just had. We're not sure what happened there, and again, it won't be explained before we go off the air. So I guess we just get this kickoff done and get the game over with, I guess, because no one's happy right now. Again, giving Burke another chance. Might as well just hand it to him at the goal line. Yeah. But
again with Burke at 24, Ellenville at 6 with a minute 10 left to go in
Yes.
the fourth quarter.
And Ellenville getting ready to kick off here. I still don't see who's the kickoff. It's not. Why isn't it on a tee?